What's going on YouTube? GLFX here. I'm going to show you guys, walk you guys through this nice 53 pip move that I caught on EURJPY. Walk you through my initial analysis, what I was looking at, and basically what made me enter in the market. Basically, I'm going to look at this daily time frame here. I can see I have a zone up here with these wicks. Was tapped 1, 2, 3 times. And also the zone down here. So that way I know I'm working in a range at the moment. So once I identify of where I'm at in these higher time frames, I scaled in the H8 time frame and see price was moving up, this little stair step pattern, and create these little wicks here. So initially I was looking for price to come back down into this zone right here where these wicks are. But what ended up happening was we actually broke through that. So if I go down to H1 time frame, basically see these really strong wicks right here, which tells me that there was a really strong zone here. You see price did come down. Like I said, I was initially waiting for price to come down to the zone again and shoot up. Basically because knowing that we're in a our market flow is in a bullish market flow during this time. But once I saw that it actually did come down and create a little wick here and did shoot up, we actually ended up breaking past through this zone, which then once that happened, that basically tells me that okay, I want to see price reach back up and retest this strong zone. And you can see right here, we had these little wicks right here that created. Once I saw that, I actually scaled down and realized that, you know, price did create this little zone here of all these wicks, these tested areas of exhaustion right here. So then I drew a zone, basically, because what price loves to do when it breaks past such a strong zone like shown right here by these wicks, price loves to be able to retest that zone and keep moving down. So basically what I did, I don't like to take transitional trades, meaning just because if I see price, I only take trades based off of zones. So if I see price come up here onto this zone, which was created by these wicks again, I want to see it create a zone inside of this zone. So let's say if this didn't happen, if these little wick areas didn't happen, you can even go down to 15 time frame. You can see I had a little bit of consolidation when it first broke out and retested the zone and shot down. If this didn't happen, if this was just a straight down, and then it came up, I don't know, say retest, and then create this little head and shoulders pattern, I wouldn't have taken it. But because price specifically made this little wick area, I drew that out into a zone. I created a little alert here. Once that the alert alerted me on my app, told me, hey, price is back in this zone. So we have this the blue indicating this higher time frame H1 zone here. Basically I have this zone basically as a zone within a zone. So just because I like to see price create exhaustion levels indicated right here, I scaled in pretty far. Let me go ahead and delete this for now. What I did was, let me use the replay tool here and just go back here, delete this and that. So once I had the alert, if I play it here pretty slowly, we can see that price eventually did hit that zone. At this point, like I said, even if it created like a little M15 zone like right here, like I said, even if back here it just took if it took like a straight shot down, I would still want to look for a little zone up here, because like I said, I don't want to just take a trade like, I don't know, bearish engulfing or like a break of resistance, or sorry, support, retest and shoot without getting that confidence of knowing that it hit a zone or created a zone. But because I'm already in a zone created over here by the M15 time frame over here, I know, okay, I'm now retesting the zone on H1 that created by these wicks over here, and I'm also retesting this little zone inside the zone. So like I said, a zone within a zone definitely gives me that confluence, that confidence that, okay, you know, definitely I am predicting this market to go down. So right here, I'm actually on the M1 time frame. And what I like to see is I want to see in this zone price create a sense of support, and then that support be broken and then retested, and then be able to enter on that transition. So you see here, if I drag right here, I do have a little support that was created here. So I'm going to draw that out. Once the support was broken, and it was down, came down here, another support was made here. So in this case, when it breaks here, this little wick right here tells me this is my breakout point. And then once price created this candle right here, which I want to see price break beyond this breakout point right here. Once I see price come down here, create the support, did a small retest, and then shoot down here. And right there, this candle right here is where my entry was. Make it thick. Not that thick. And green. Let's do red. So yeah, this was my entry candle here. Tells me I got a transitional trade. Like I said, create this breakout point on this wick. Shot up one bullish candle and then came down, and this candle closed beyond this breakout point. So this is where my entry is going to be. So in that case, if we go M15, we could basically see that price pretty much started depleting from there. Actually came back up and retest. So even if we go back on M5, we can see it did create this nice head and shoulder pattern. One being right here, the head up here in this right shoulder. So this candle right here, on the M5 candle, this bearish engulfing variation right here, this could also be a good entry that I could have taken. But since I got my entry way up here, that was definitely like a 5 pip difference, which can make a big difference. We have to go to M30 here. You basically see that price pretty much did come down here. So I did this blue line. Basically, my first target was the first level of support on the H1 time frame, which was actually going to be right here. So as you see, basically I was waiting for this take profit one, which it did hit right here in about 4 hours of time during my sleep. This was like 3 a.m. So I did take this trade at 1 a.m. in the morning. So my first target did get hit by 4 a.m. while I was asleep. So yeah, which was pretty nice. Next, my second target was down here on this support level down here. I don't really like to look price to go beyond this resistance level, because sometimes price doesn't, if we're in like a bearish market flow trend here, sometimes price doesn't like to even break beyond this level. I mean, you can see here it did break beyond here, but just to know that, like I said, have that confidence knowing that, hey, my targets are most likely going to get hit at this point. But if I were to set my targets down here, I wouldn't have as much confidence. So to me, that's not really leaving money on the table. But what I did, sometimes I'll partial out. So once it hits this zone, I'll partial out and leave just a little bit of my lot size running, just in case if it does keep coming down, then hey, I'm still grabbing some pips along the way. But yeah, price did hit my take profit one, and I am looking for price to come back down here again. You can see we're creating these nice little stair step patterns, what we like to see. Let's let it keep rolling, see if it hits my last target. See, it does come back up. And there, right there, you see this little wick right here did hit my last target. So I was able to catch nice 54 pip move. Pretty simple stuff. You know, trade what you see, don't trade what you think. That's what I go by. So I'm not gonna sit here and think that it's going to go down. All I saw was, you know, price is going to retest this zone that it created, but it busted through. And we created a little zone within a zone, which is what I want to see, especially if I'm taking a transitional trade, meaning price reaching back up to a resistance and falling down. Just trading zones within zones is what I like to see. But yeah, pretty simple setup. Wanted to show you guys how I was able to take this nice trade. All you gotta do is make it simple. Trade what you see. But yeah, thank you for tuning in the analysis. Catch those pips. See you guys soon.